going on, Jerome's day 2 of Vikings-Browns joint practice is in the books. Got some thoughts, got some things about stuff. Also, hopefully we don't piss off Browns fans like we did yesterday. They were so mad that they're all up in their fields, just like, that's not what happened. It's funny, man. So, football makes people very stupid. Myself included. Also, before the start of camp, so there's a lot of crossover, and we'll get into this tomorrow of the Vikings and the Browns. Of course, Kwesi, Kevin O'Connell, Mike Pettin has ties with the Browns. A lot of Vikings players, former Vikings players, now on the Browns, as well as our guy Kevin Stefanski, who's with the Vikings from the Childress through the Zimmer years before getting the head coaching job with the Browns. I will remember you, and also. So I still have this conspiracy theory where 2019, the Vikings beat the Saints in the wild card round. It's awesome. It's fantastic. The only playoff win of Kirk Cousins' career. I still stand by, if the Vikings didn't win that game, the Vikings fire Zimmer, the Cowboys hire Zimmer, and then the Vikings elevate Kevin Stefanski to head coach, and Stefanski would eventually, in his first year, win Coach of the Year with the Browns. Also won Coach of the Year last year. No big deal. Very happy with Kevin O'Connell, seen here as Derrick Henry to Stefanski's Mark Ingram, but you always wonder what could have been. Anyways, but practice getting on, and just to appease the Browns fans, we quoted like a lot of their beat writers. Just to make sure that we're not biased. So Tom Withers, Browns beat writer. Deshaun Watson's first pass in 7-on-7 is picked by Vikings and returned for touchdown, picked by Ivan Pace Jr., where... Pace being a heat-seeking missile in the run support as well as underrated as a blitzer. I think he needs to be utilized more. He's fantastic in coverage. Like, he is really, really damn good at coverage. Like, when he called game against the Raiders last season in the 3-0 barn burner. Ivan Pace Jr. and Cashman, once Cashman's finger heals up. So Pace, Cashman, and AVG, it's a really nice trio of off-ball linebacker coverage. Going to be good to go, man. Also, Paul Allen, PA on the mic, 9 to noon, voice of the Vikings. Our Vikings receivers are obliterating Cleveland's corners in this red zone one-on-one. I'm watching. Very cool. Jalen Naylor, Tristan Jackson look really damn good in it. And, of course, so we're going to get into the Jefferson and Martin Emerson saga here in a second, but here's JJ with a nice posterizing of 2-3. 23 in Cleveland. Not very well beloved. Also, so you see the background there of the Browns practice facility in Berea. I mean, there's houses. I mean, this looks like a golf course, and you're just on like the 18th green. But see, I want to know, if you're the Ravens or the Steelers or the Bengals, like, what's stopping you from buying one of these houses and just setting up 24-hour surveillance on the Browns practice facility, right? I mean, it's literally just a house, and you can see everything from their practice fields. And yeah, obviously you can't see inside, but they practice outdoors quite a bit during the regular season. And yes, these practices are open to the public, but what about during the regular season? What about week 7 when they're getting ready for the Ravens, and then the Ravens are just seeing everything they're doing outside? I want to know. It looks like a nice little area. Anyways, also Dwight McLaughlin. Fantastic getting after it. God, who's the receiver? It really doesn't matter. But I did look up the receiver. He played 2 years at Arkansas. They didn't have a crossover, but 2 hogs getting after it. And McLaughlin's going to be good, man. And he was undrafted because he didn't check all the boxes physically and combine wise. But in terms of just instincts and ball skills, like, he's Velcro. Like, he's very good at diagnosing and reading and reacting, and just love it, man. I love for it. Also, I kind of hope he keeps 47 because it reminds me of Mel Blount, baby. But apparently they had wagered a couple of push-ups there, and McLaughlin wins the rep, completely boxing out 81 against the end line, and 81 did some push-ups. There you go. Slinging Sam Darnold. So not to be all Asian, but Darnold was definitely had some sweet and sour over the last couple of days. Alec Lewis, the Athletic. Josh Oliver just made a damn good catch on a beauty from Sam Darnold, climbing the ladder in the red zone. He better, because he's 6'9". On the next play, Darnold threw a beauty over the shoulder to Brandon Powell and punted it excitedly. Then, more sweet. So J.J. Coop, ESPN Cleveland. The Vikings offense has had the Browns defenses numbered today. They won majority of reps in 11 on 11s. And then Mark Craig from the Strib. Final first 2-minute period for the offense. Darnold overthrows JJ on 2nd and 3rd down and an ugly pick on 4th down. So it was the good and the bad. And yes, the Browns defense is badass, man. Don't get me wrong, but a little unevenness here. But also, it's a spot where it's practice. You're going to try things that you probably wouldn't try in a game. Like Jumpin' Joe Burrow had 3 picks today against the Bears. Sort of is what it is. And also with Jefferson and Emerson. Like, this is fun. Like, this is what's great about joint practices. Like, I really don't care for joint practice fights because, I mean, but literal jawing, just getting after it and just trying to make each other better. That's great. Coop, again, ESPN Cleveland. Vikings, Justin Jefferson just caught a touchdown pass in which Browns MJ Everson was covering. He proceeded to look back at MJ and screamed, "Where are you at, 23? Talk to me now, 23." Oh, man, I love Jefferson. And then Emerson and Jefferson are John again. MJ, catch the ball. Jefferson, I've been catching the ball. Go back and watch the film, which is just great. I love Jefferson, man. And again, like, hey, Emerson, I know you had a solid career in the SEC, man, but don't be tugging on Superman's cape here. No. Speaking of SEC, so Diamond Dallas Turner back in action. Now, I thought it's kind of weird. So he missed night practice on Monday, was in street clothes. There wasn't a single report about him at Browns practice yesterday, so I was a little bit concerned. But he's back today, getting after it. Had a couple sacks on Deshaun Watson, so that's great to see. Plus, all right, so the Guardian cap, like, sort of is what it is. Do guys look like Toad from Mario Brothers? Fine, but also, I mean, if it's safety, it's awesome. Also, plus, you've seen like they have the Guardian caps that have the team helmet colors, and on like the wide angle TV broadcast, you can't even tell. And also, frankly, I think they look a little badass because I mean Turner looks right here, Pace looks good here. Nah. It's good, man. It's good either way. A couple other randomness. Oh, look at all the Guardian caps. Get out of here. First and second team defense looked really damn solid, even though the Vikings didn't have Cashman. We'll get to Cashman here in a second. Darnold, pretty uneven both days, but had some high highs, had some low lows. But like we said, the Browns have a absolute legit defense, probably top 5 in the league, and they're not 5. Both teams were stifled in 2-minute drill. So I don't know if that says more about the Browns offense or the Vikings defense, but we'll certainly take it. Andre Carr II, Dwight McLaughlin had Jameis Winston picks. I feel like Jameis is like the Oprah picks. Like, you get a pick. And also, Nick Mullins is Jameis Winston, just less famous. Famous Jameis. Tristan Jackson has had a great couple of days, and also that matriculates back to night practice as well as the first preseason game. I think that Jackson may have solidified himself as the wide receiver 5, which is awesome. You love seeing him bust his ass here and grind over the last couple of years, putting in that work and gotten better and better. Darisaw versus Myles Garrett was must-see TV. It was just a box office, man. It was like Twisters 2. So that's certainly an iron sharpens iron situation. Whale Rockherd was money. 5 of 5 wrapping up practice long of 52, so that's fantastic. So lastly, a couple injury updates. Kevin Seifert, ESPN, who's not Carl Gerbschmidt. Kevin O'Connell confirms that wide receiver Jordan Addison avoided a major ankle injury. I don't see him missing any extended time, he told reporters at the Browns facility. Now, sort of mum when asked directly if Addison would be ready for week 1, so we'll roll with it whatever happens. Jalen Speedy Naylor time. Cashman suffered... Try again. Linebacker Blake Cashman injured a finger yesterday. Charlie bit my finger and needed surgery. He'll return once the stitches heal, per O'Connell. So shouldn't be in any danger of missing any regular season time. But again, it's always something with this team, right? Also, O'Connell mentioned that he's hopeful that Shaq Griffin will be good to go for week 1 against the Giants. But we'll see you there. Either way, this is still funny to me. This is really damn funny. Anyways, your thoughts on our thoughts. Vikings-Browns joint practice number 2 in the books. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.